There we go. Yeah.
Start button won't start.
Yeah, now it starts. There we go. Okay. Hello, everyone. And, oh, Jesus. Yeah, I did get really loud. That's weird. Anyway, hello, everyone, and welcome to the grand return of Tabletop Games. Yeah. So, there was a few things. Yeah, if you look at the Twitch chat, I had to add this.
I just noticed the name of... Oh my gosh, that makes the Yu-Gi-Oh fan of me so happy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's fine. But welcome to this brand new adventure. As I said, Mythic Knights we put on kind of permanent hiatus at the moment, but I hope you will all enjoy the very first episode of The Game Masters. Not much to be said other than I think we waited long enough. Let's get started.
Yay!
Turn down for what?
Go in the corner.
Never. You will not silence Little John.
Alright. So we open up in our world as our main focus is going to be on a bunch of high schoolers who are just recently starting to leave high school. It is a time of great adventure, of great change, and great life choices for anyone entering that age. But they want one last hurrah as friends. Camera fade into like a beautiful tree-like atmosphere and focus on a car that's driving through the woods. And then we finally see this very beautiful cabin. It is very luxurious, as you can see, as the sun just starts to leave high noon and starts to go down. The car pulls up and out pops 6 individuals. And at this point, I will let you guys describe what your characters look like. Let's go from down to up. Ripple, let's start with you.
One of the first people that comes out of the car is a nice skinny girl with red hair and bright blue eyes. Her hair is short, but it's kind of up into pigtails on the side. She's wearing a purple tank top with a blue jean jacket over it. And she's looking around excitedly at the trees around, looking at whatever birds and butterflies are in the area. Just excited to be here.
Nice. And as he exits, the driver door opens, and this is gonna be my DMPC. You guys are gonna laugh when I put this on screen. The driver door opens to reveal a man with sleek black hair and a nice little goatee and some glasses on.
Are you kidding?
This is the closest anime character, and I went with it.
Someone approves. I'm a useful middle alchemist nerd, so I very much approve.
You know what I mean? She's gonna die soon.
Oh.
Welcome.
He pops out of the driver's seat and he takes like a man, you don't get air like this back in the city.
No, you don't.
He kind of leans on the car and gives it like wake up sleepyheads, we're here. And he kind of does like a sweep over the front of the car. And next we'll introduce Kage. Your turn.
Okay, so the next individual to step out of the car is somebody with a very beautiful complexion, like skin pale as snow, with deep sapphire blue eyes and white hair that blends perfectly into the pink tips, almost like cherry blossom petals. With their... And the individual
Yeah.
steps out and looks at the cabin with a fond smile, looking forward to what the day has in store.
Yeah. Alright. And after that, Jake, go ahead and introduce your character.
He just before being grumpy as all fuck, waking up from the car, out steps with this bulky Hulk looking man with sideburns. He is bald, but by choice, with a bit of a goatee going on, and clearly a smoker. Somebody who only agreed to come along because a lot of these guys here twisted his arm to come because he was so high strung, being the sort of fighter type, and forever to pass high school. And again, he's only here because everyone else kind of begged him to come, and and they wore him down, so he's not happy about it.
Yes.
Please tell me there's an espresso machine somewhere nearby.
I believe there's one in the cabin, you big grump.
Look, if I don't have my coffee, you'd be lucky to get this much talking out of me.
We lost pros.
Oh.
You'd be lucky to get this much talking out of me, you filthy bastard.
Alright. Well, that's weird. Pros is in roll 20.
Yeah, she's out of call.
Yeah. We'll give her a second then. Alright. While we wait for pros, Storm, why don't you introduce your character?
The next person to get out of the car is a tall young man and with raven black hair, her deep blue eyes, and even though he may look angry almost 80% of the time, he's really not.
He's just misunderstood.
Yes, he's just misunderstood.
My goodness, we just got anime icons for days, except Dave.
Yeah.
I ain't part of your system, man.
Okay,
Oh,
apparently.
yeah.
Yeah.
He hops out of the car, takes in the fresh air, and just sighs contently.
This exciting?
Yep. Very much is.
Where the fuck is the coffee in here?
The nearest Starbucks is about, 20 miles away.
Someone lied to me.
Oh, there's pros. Hi. You just quit okay now?
Someone lied to me that there'd be coffee in here.
Ask Mace Hughes over here.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so pros, not at your back. You're the last one, so go ahead and introduce your character.
Okay. The last person to step out of the car has very smooth, dark chocolate covered skin. Very light gray eyes. Dark hair, put up in like a half up, half down kind of style. It's predominantly black, but it's also purple at the tips. And
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And she is actually in a nice white sundress and is carrying a parasol with her because it's hot and she's trying to block out the sun. But she's looking. As she steps out of the car, she opens up her parasol again, holds it up, looks up into the sky, just kind of smiling at how nice of a day it is outside.
And the guy with glasses kind of adjusts as he looks over to you and lets out like a small chuckle and says, "Well, there's the last one out."
It would appear so, bitch.
And then
Discord cut out from me. Watch, I am so sorry. Can you repeat that?
no, the guy with glasses just adjusted his glasses and said, "Well, that's the last one out."
So it would appear.
Yeah. And he kind of like looks down the dirt road with more of a like neutral smile, and he just goes, "Although it looks like we lost our follower, I'm sure he'll show up later, though."
He's probably fine.
They didn't get lost.
Eh,
I'm still inside looking for the damn coffee.
And he said, "Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Let's see what this Kevin looks like." He says as he does the glasses adjustment, pointing him up, and walks over as they enter the cabin. There we go. As you enter the cabin, everything's got like not a like heavy like grimy dust, but everything's got like a nice mild dust. Like this place hasn't been used in quite some time now. Actually,
It's not a wreck.
Not a lot of people come here, do they?
and the guy with the
It would
glass.
appear,
Oh, go on.
sorry.
No, go on.
It would appear not. A shame. This place seems like it's quite a lovely getaway to get away from crowds or the public eye.
And the guy with the glasses just goes, "Well, that's why I chose it. It's far away from anyone and will give us plenty of room and privacy for one big final hurrah."
Couldn't
Great shape.
have picked a place with a working espresso machine.
He says from the kitchen as actually before, so I don't have to keep like saying the guy, the girl, and all that stuff. Why don't we give the names of our characters?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have absolutely no idea what my character's name is yet.
Oh, I already. When I came up with the design, I already came up with the name. My character's name is Haruka Yashiko.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna enter it as your nicknames.
Okay.
How do you spell Haruko?
Haruka.
Uh-huh.
Haruka is spelled Haruka.
Okay.
And her last name is spelled their last name is spelled Yasuhiko.
Okay. And that shit.
Would it help if I copied and pasted the spell?
No.
There you
Rose got it. Nah, it was a matter of I was at a character limit. Okay, I got it though. Okay, Ripple, what's your character's name?
Didn't come up with a last name for her yet, but her first name is Mirei.
Oh, you already did it. I see.
Yep.
Nice. Jake, do you have a name for your character yet?
Brock. It's just Brock.
Brock.
He has no last name.
Rock.
Don't make me come out there, you piece of shit.
So, who's going to do the ear pulling?
Alright. And Pros hasn't decided on yours yet, right?
No.
Alright. Do you have like a first name or any idea?
No.
Alright.
Why not Rosalina?
No.
No.
Rosalind? I'm trying to help.
No, it's okay. It's just the I immediately thought of the actual Princess Rosalina from Mario.
Yeah. Nah, we get it. It's fine.
It's okay, Kage. No, I'm not mad at you or anything. It's fine.
Okay.
Alright. And Storm, do you have a name for your character yet?
No.
You know,
why not-
actually,
Sorry. Go on.
you're fine. Go ahead.
For a name for your character, Storm, why not something like Alexander or something?
To be honest, that actually might work.
Okay. Sweet. I'll give you that then.
Brock has a name for him.
No.
Little shit.
Is it shit for brains?
No.
Damn.
Pansy McSilly Britches.
Boy,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Boy, yeah.
We're gonna do you little shit. You gonna fight me right here in the kitchen?
And I'll give my DMPC character. I just named mine Robert.
You named yours what?
Robert.
Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't that name sound familiar?
I know, I'm boring. And as this argument's going on, Robert just goes, "Would you guys cool it? We're going to be spending a lot of time together, so get used to this."
I'll get used to it when I have my coffee.
Okay.
And he kind of walks up and pats Alexander in the back and just goes, "It'll be a fun time, trust me."
Sure hope so.
And he goes, "Well, while we're here, maybe we should go exploring, see what we all got on here." And he kind of just walks off and starts looking around.
And Brock pretty much gives up on finding coffee in the kitchen and just joins everyone in the living room.
All right then. By the way, you guys have control of your characters if you want to move them around.
Yay!
Okay.
Person.
Haruka is actually going to kind of start wandering around and make way to over here.
Okay. All right.
Mirei is going to stand next to the bear rug and start running her hand over the bear skin to feel the softness of the fur.
I just put that in for decoration. I'm glad it actually came through.
Brock's gonna go feel out the bed.
Okay.
Get your ass off me.
I didn't even see him go on it. Oh, that's funny.
It's like, get the heck out of my way. I want the bed.
Yeah, Robert passes by Miri with a smile as I'm saying it right, Miri.
Mirei.
Mireille, thank you. Yeah, Mireille just kind of feels the soft fur of this grizzly rug as the fur, like, despite the age and some dust getting kicked up, it still feels very soft. Uh, and Rabbit just
We
goes,
need to do some cleaning in here.
I wonder if there's a feather duster, Rabbit says as he kind of just keeps wandering around. Yeah. And as for the beds, the nice sheets are actually a fairly nice, like almost silk to them. Like obviously it's like faux silk, so it's fake, but it feels almost like the real thing. Yeah. And finally, going to Haruka. Haruka walks around kind of like a bar area, which is what this thing is. And
Of course.
and as they walk, they see a nice little like living area with two love seats and a big couch and a TV that's currently off but plugged in. And on one of the shelves, you actually spot like a little rectangular box.
All right, free TV.
Haruka is gonna approach the box.
Okay. You approach the box and you can see you recognize it as like a game console. You're just not familiar with what it is. Like it's almost a weird amalgamation of it has like a cartridge slot like an Atari, but it's square, almost like a NES system.
Haruka is gonna blink for a moment before turning and going, "Hey everyone, you may want to come over and check this out. I think they left a game console here."
Robert sees like perk up as he just like he was behind the bar and his head just shoots up like whoop.
Yeah, I was gonna go straight to bed, but this is like a good way to kill some time.
Yes.
What kind is it?
It looks like a more retro one, kind of like an N64 almost. It uses cartridges.
Please tell me they have.
It uses cartridges from the way it looks.
Please tell me there's a copy of Killer Instinct or Maximum Carnage in there.
I'm not sure. I haven't checked around for any of the games yet. See if those got left behind too.
Well, from the game console you're looking at it, it looks like there's no cartridges around. It's just like 7 controllers. Yeah, this thing has like a multiple controller port plugged into it, and there's a single cartridge in like the cartridge sleeve itself.
Huh. Well, it doesn't look like any of the games were left behind except the one in the cartridge in the system itself. You guys want to give it a look?
Robert immediately like rushes up and goes, "Let's plug it in."
Where did
Yeah.
Storm's token go?
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit!
can't find it.
Sorry, I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared.
Storm died.
Storm died on his way back to his home people. There we go. All right.
Storm. The part of Poochie the dog will be played by Storm this evening.
There we go. I fixed it. All right then.
I've
All
never
right.
seen a console with more than 4 controllers being able to be plugged into it.
Like, why 7? This is an odd number.
Maybe it's custom.
Sorry.
Yeah, it has to be a custom. Oh well, that just means this is more of a unique kind. So, let's everyone grab a controller.
And in the meantime, Robert's been fiddling with the back and plugging things in, and you hear a click as he plugs it in, and the system suddenly sparks to life as a light bulb on the top glows like an eerie green.
Is it me or actually call me crazy, but I don't think this NES is supposed to have a green light.
I mean, it's weird, but it seems like it already has a lot of done retrofits to it, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was another one added.
The person who made it just likes green.
Apparently so.
Why
I
they
think there's a
didn't?
cartridge. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
What, you said that there's a cartridge already inside it?
Yeah.
Mireille is going to take a closer look at the cartridge, see if she can identify a name of the game.
Okay. Are you gonna take it out of the slot, or are you gonna leave it in?
I'm going to leave it in at the moment since it seems to be on. Not a good idea to take out a cartridge while the system is on.
Okay. You can see there is actually a spine label as it's inserted, because it almost looks like an Atari cartridge with how it's sticking out. So on the edge of it, it just says the Game Masters in like bold purple lettering. And it's almost another thing of note is that it almost looks like the Nintendo font.
Never
Wow.
heard of this game.
Wow, could you ask for a more generic title?
It's the 80s. What do you expect?
Like, come on. Come on, even if it was the 80s, they could come up with something better than that.
And as that's happening, you suddenly hear the TV click on, and Robert says, "Oh, got it." And the TV comes on, and a title screen comes up. And what you see, you can see the title. As it comes up, almost like a crystal ball swarms into existence, and in front of it, in front of the crystal ball, it simply says the text. For those seeking the ultimate game of challenge. And then the text disappears and a new text comes on and says, for those seek the ultimate challenge, become the game masters and revel in, become the game masters and save the universe from darkness. And then that text disappears, and then a title screen comes up, and it just says "The Game Masters" and a blinking with like a background that almost looks like an amalgamation of like all kinds of different gaming worlds. Like you recognize like some of them. Like you can see there's like almost like a Green Hill Zone in the back, a big city with what almost looks like Donkey Kong on top of it. And a big forest, and a familiar red plumber runs across the screen in like an 8-bit form and hops up and bonks as press start appears on screen.
Huh. This looks interesting.
Someone tells me this game was like used for a contest back in the day.
I knew it. This is one of them compilation cards.
A what?
You know, a game card that happens to have more than one game inside.
I mean, that's a good thing. That means we have more than one game to play while we're here.
I mean,
And
provided
not doing stuff out. Sorry.
provided that they aren't just, tacked on ROM hacks.
Well, why don't we all hit start and see?
And Robert says, "Now we're talking," and he grabs a controller of his and starts hitting stuff up. And when he presses start, it comes to a character selection screen, and there's 7 slots that are empty at the moment. When Robert presses A, one of the slots lights up, and it says, and a little like enter your name wheel of like letters appears, and he says, "Huh, it's weird. There's no character selection or anything yet."
Odd.
And then whoever just goes, "I'll just go with Robert then." And he just like click, 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 and enters Robert. And then when it enters, there's a bling, and his portrait, the portrait with Robert, like gleams and glows a green, like it's locked in place.
Well,
And you go,
I don't know. Let me take a crack at it. Brock Rock enters his initials and does the select thing.
Right. And then there's a bling, and then another portrait gets locked in place now. Two of them are glowing, and the rest are like transparent, like no one selected them yet.
Okay. Mireille takes a third controller and starts typing in her name.
Okay. So it's typing in the name, and when it enters, the exact same thing happens to hers as her portrait glows and is locked in place, and like any attempt to like press like back, B, or select or anything like that, nothing happens so far.
That's weird.
Let me give it a shot.
Alright.
Takes a 4-player controller and types in Alex for short.
Alright. And then he...
Probably a good idea. There's probably a character limit.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to point this out. Prose thought of a name for her character.
Yeah.
I call it.
Magnolia. And so I'm pointing this out. Oh, what's up?
No, I just said duh.
No. Okay. So yeah, then Robert looks over at Magnolia and just goes, you want to give it a try?
Oh, wait, I suppose I could.
Are you doing a Southern Belle thing?
Aw,
Yes.
That's
She
weird.
said she would.
that's great.
She takes the controller and just enters the initials M Grace.
Okay. And has Haruka entered theirs yet?
Haruka is in fact going to enter her name.
Okay. Alrighty then, so that means everyone, and then when everyone's names are entered, suddenly all the screens like, oh, what's up?
I forgot to say they, but
No, it's fine. It's
good.
simple slip of the tongue. But anyway, once they're all entered, suddenly each of the screens now have like an icon over them, and like there's you could see like 7 different icons. You see what looks like a Pokeball, a sword, a glove, a backpack, and like a little like scanner gun, and a bunch of other stuff. And then it just says choose your class.
Dibs on the glove.
And Robert just goes, wait, is this like an RPG then?
Yes.
Seems so, I suppose.
Pokeballs.
And Robert just goes,
I'll
well,
get the sword.
and Robert just goes, well, I'm kind of drawn towards that backpack, and he chooses that one. Right. So everyone, I'm assuming, picks their classes, and once everyone's classes is set
I
up,
don't know what might supposed to correspond with mine.
oh, it's a parasol.
Okay, yeah, I should definitely pick some parasol.
Yeah. Yeah. And Haruka picks the sword, I'm assuming.
yes,
And so
yes,
does
they do.
and so does Alexander. And once it's all selected, it blings again, and then there's like a bunch of 8-bit icons of like video game characters. Like you can see like, well, obviously Nintendo ones, but you can also see 8-bit renditions of modern characters. Like you see an Inkling from Splatoon on there, and you can also see Sonic, Mario, and Doom Guy among them.
See also Kratos, Dante, Bayonetta.
Yeah. And then a voice on the game console says, "Welcome, Game Masters. Press start."
Holy crap.
It literally sounds like the Smash Bros. Announcer. That was my best impression of him.
Yeah, let's kick some ass.
Didn't we already press start?
And Robert says, I guess we do
We'll
it
just
again.
do it again.
And Robert presses start, and then suddenly, you can suddenly hear almost like drums. Oh wait, hang on.
Oh, God.
As the game console starts, you can suddenly hear like almost like a musical renditions somewhere. Like someone's got a full-blown orchestra around you.
Oh my god, this is turning into Jumanji.
and suddenly the console starts to spark and ignite with like electricity.
Yeah.
But
Hit the deck!
and
Dropping the controller.
yeah, drop the controller.
Jumping back
But
immediately.
it keeps sparking, but the TV's also starting to spark as electricity emanates from it, and like obviously I imagine everyone's looking like really shocked right now.
Haruka, you might want to get back.
And Robert immediately goes, "Unplug it, unplug it!"
I can only like duck behind the couch.
But yeah, Robert yells out, "Unplug it!" And Haruka's closer. Does Haruka want to unplug it?
Oh heck yeah, Haruka! They are going to quickly try to unplug it.
Alright then. Yeah, Haruka reaches for the plug in the wall, and the second it unplugs, the console goes off, and so does the TV. And you look at the cord, and it's crackling with like the same green energy.
The hell kind of
What?
console
No.
is
What just happened?
And Robert just that's what and then the console sparks back to life suddenly. And
What in the world?
and Haruka, you suddenly see your hand is starting to turn into mist. And what goes, what
Help.
the? And suddenly the same things, like in order of who's closest. Haruka's the first as her whole body turns into mist and gets sucked into the game.
Here.
And then then Marie, then Mireille, then Magnolia, then Alexander, then Robert, and finally Brock last.
What the fresh slogging molasses fucking fuck?
no.
I would scream for Magnolia, but I don't want to be too loud right now. I think my mom's asleep.
Yeah, it's fine. And suddenly you all like just from your first person view, you're all like falling through the sky, like out of black clouds in the sky, and you catch like a quick glimpse of like cityscapes and mountains and all kinds of stuff, and you all end up hurtling towards like three figures that you're going so fast you can't make them out, but they all rush out of the way as you all just go tumbling like maniacs and all slam into trees.
Fuck, god damn it!
And the bang was so hard on you that you're all starting to black out, but yeah.
Fuck you, firewood.
And Mireille, one of the last things you see is you can see an outline of like a shorter woman with pink hair walking up, and she just goes, "Are you okay?" Before like your vision starts to blur, and you see two other figures, one humanoid, one not, as your vision blurs and you pass out. And like you all pass out as well.
I see stars. Ugh.
That's funny. All right, and let's see. Where do I want? Oh, I know. Magnolia.
26.
No.
Ha.
But we'll say Magnolia. You.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. Let me zoom out a little bit. Magnolia, you eventually wake up very slowly and surely in almost like a medical bed.
What in the world? Slowly lifting up her head. trying to open her eyes.
Yeah, and you slowly open your eyes, and all around you, it's like one big. It's a rather advanced, like almost hospital. Actually, you can see
Uh-huh.
a console with like all kinds of little buttons on it,
Mm-hmm.
and there, I just need silent music. Here. And on the bed, you can see there's a monitor next to you, like having your vitals as uh, and there's a console in front of you, and all that's read on the console that you can see, it just says human with like a question mark in front of it.
Mildly offended that they're questioning whether or not I'm human, but all right.
And
Is she alone in the room?
no, you're in the room with all your friends, but everyone else is still asleep at the moment.
Unconscious.
Okay.
As you stand there, the next one to wake up,
Excuse me.
no problem. The next one to wake up, like a few beds down, is Haruka, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. You're the next one to wake up as you see the same sight as Magnolia. You're in the medical bed as there's like IV and stuff hooked up to you.
Where in the world?
Oh, good. At least someone else is awake.
Magnolia?
The one and only.
Do you know where are we? I don't.
It would seem that we're in some form of a hospital or something similar, but I have no idea how we got here in the first place.
I don't know either. Are the others awake?
It seems to just be you and me for now.
I see.
Alright. Is one of you gonna try to get up or wake the others?
Magnolia is probably gonna get up. She's probably looking for a door, actually.
Alright. You have control of your character if you want to move them.
Oh,
But
I legitimately forgot that Roll20 was even open.
it's fine. Yeah. You second you get off the bed, the monitor suddenly lets out a little like beep 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 beep. And it just says it starts like flashing gently patient active on it.
Okay then. Gonna slowly, carefully step around the console because she's a mildly kind of freaked out by the fact that it's apparently tracking what she's doing.
And
But
Lobotomites, the patient is escaping.
when you pass by the monitor, you suddenly see a face of like two white dots and an oval dot over it, and you hear a voice go, "Hello."
Hello, Moto.
hello.
And the face kind of like looks side to side and looks at you, and he just goes, "Oh, you are one of the patients."
I suppose.
Because, am I to understand you are awake now?
Yes.
Then please allow me 1 second. And the monitor turns off, and you suddenly hear like some like rustling nearby, and the door back here like it shing springs open, and you see a computer monitor with a hat on holding it up, a little bow tie, and one single hand next to it.
We're gonna get into some Undertale shit, aren't we?
And then the computer like very slowly just hovers over to you until it's right in front of your face.
Greetings, flesh creature.
Lobotomites.
Magnolia is going to stare at it in confusion. One moment. Pinches her arm really hard.
Haruka is going to get out of the bed and approach Magnolia.
Yeah. You have.
Um,
Yeah, go on.
am I dreaming, or is that a robot?
The figure,
Trying
like.
to figure out myself. How?
Yeah. The figure, like, turns its entire monitor and looks at Haruka, and it just zips on over. And then it picks up one of its arm and it starts tapping you on the forehead with its fingers.
Poke, poke, poke.
Yeah, exactly. It's just poking you with
What
like its index.
are you doing?
You said you thought you were asleep. I am making sure you are quite awake, and it would appear you are.
Hey, then. Thank you.
You are very welcome. I live to serve.
May I ask your name?
And the monitor steps back and goes, Of course, how rude of me. I am Manita, the head automaton and keeper of all functions.
Manita.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Is that thing based on the screen thing from Nintendo Land?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. And then it just goes, I am the head of all functions. I am just one construct of the Monita AI. I am performing.
I am Monita. Please insert girder.
I am only one of many constructs performing over 68,482 functions throughout the city. Right now, I am your personal doctor.
My word, okay. Monita, if you don't mind me asking, where are we?
And he goes, I was briefed that you would not be familiar with these land by my leader and programmer. And so Manita reaches up to her hat and pulls out like a small little holographic disc, clicks it, and in the holograph you can see a giant, like a city with one giant tower in the center, along with smaller, almost like a big city mixed with like a old school like medieval castle kind of thing. And it suddenly says on there, Nintendo Land. And Monita just goes, You are in Nintendo Land.
Good pun.
Go on.
Did I cut out when I was trying to say something?
Oh, I think you did.
Oh, but Magnolia just blinks and says, I beg your pardon.
And Monita goes, Nintendo Land. And just like...
I would say this is me speaking out of character. I totally called this shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, when Monita says Nintendo Land, she just boops you with the holograph.
Oh.
And on that, slowly but surely, the next one to wake up is Maria. Yeah, I'm not gonna get used to saying that.
Mireille.
I am really apologize. I need to get used to your names.
Yeah, just do the do re mi backwards. It's me Ray.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mireille is the next one to wake up.
What hit me?
And the second she's up, Monita just perks up like, eh? And then just rushes over and is now face to face with her.
Ah!
Give the poor girl a heart attack, why don't you?
And he goes, Are you quite alright?
Yes.
and uh, there we go. See, then gets closer again, even though you inch away, and then holds its metallic palm up to your forehead and just goes, "You have a slight fever," and then reaches into her hat and goes, "I prescribe these," and holds out a bunch of like brightly colored, like blue, green, and red pills.
She's going to look at the pills and have this very skeptical look on her face.
And he goes, "I assure you, they are harmless and will cure all your ills. They are prescribed by Dr. Mario himself."
I'm sorry, Dr. Who.
Dr. Mario, and your screen flashes to show a familiar portly plumber in a doctor outfit, and it plays a commercial just going, "Hello, I'm a Dr. Mario. I prescribe to you all your ills, redly colored pills. They will cure all your ills just as long as you've got fever or the chills."
Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Did you come up with that on the spot?
Nah, well, you mean me or that song?
The commercial pitch, the
Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah, I kind of came up with that.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm so surprised I remember the Dr. Mario theme song right on the spot like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Mireille is going to take just one of the pills, and she's gonna very cautiously pop it in her mouth and swallow.
And each one actually tastes like a different candy. Like one tastes like cherry. And immediately you can feel your fever start to subside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that does feel better. What are the side effects of this thing?
No side effects whatsoever.
That's not generally how medicine works, but okay.
That is honestly the first time I've ever heard medication not having any form of symptoms. That is genuinely a first.
And I think it's time we got a little fun. Brock, you wake up next.
Why do I feel like moist hell?
And Manita perks up and like hovers up and glides over the two patients and is now face to face.
Holy fragaroli!
And he
Sorry.
oh,
Sorry.
I thought that was a sound effect. Yeah, I thought that was a sound effect, but yeah.
It's a thunderstorm. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
It almost just felt like that scream was trying to put the fear of God into me.
Yeah. Anyway, Manita rushes up and just goes, "Your heart rate has spiked tremendously. Are you having a heart attack?" And she rolls her hand, and it becomes like a oh god, I can't think of the name. Defibrillator. That's it. And it becomes a defibrillator, sparking electricity, and just goes clear.
You touch me with that. I'm gonna use you as a freaking. You touch me.
I believe Brock is now back in the waking world.
I was gonna say you touch me with that. I'm gonna turn you into a fancy bug zapper.
Manita,
Also, you try having a stable heart rate when you have a floating face. When you have a floating TV screen in the face staring back at you, see how easy it is.
Manita slowly pulls the hand away, and it stops sparking and just goes, "Many apologies," and just gives you a nice little tap on the head.
Do I look like a dog to you?
I am not sure. I do not know what breed you are.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this fucking thing.
I don't know about a dog, but he seems rabid to me.
You're not helping.
And with that, Robert and Alexander are the last to wake up as Robert slowly, groggily wakes up and kind of like rubs his eyes going, did someone get the license plate of that truck?
Oh God, my freaking face. Ugh.
And then like,
You two are awake.
I think so. Wait, who said that?
awake but not
Well,
awake, but I don't know about living. And yeah, Robert looks over and just goes, I thought I recognized that voice. Hey, Magnolia, at least there's a familiar face here.
Wait, what?
hello.
Wait, what? What was that in relation to? Oh, gone.
Purple?
You know that thing.
And Robert goes, what thing? And then he looks over at Manita and just goes, oh, Jesus! And he just flops over the bed and hides under it.
No.
I misheard
Purple,
you.
you
I'm
saying
sorry.
hi to Magnolia.
Oh, okay. I misheard you. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Shall we rewind?
Yeah, we'll go with like he said hi and then we'll retcon it that. He said hi, then looked over to Mita and just goes, Jesus Christ, and just hides under the bed.
And it's like, see, I'm not the only one.
Curious what Alexander's reaction to this is gonna be.
What?
And Manita hovers over and just stares at Alexander's face.
He backs into the bed and then he falls over on the other side.
And
there's Alexander.
Manita just goes, I am to understand this is a flight or fight response. You have chosen to flight.
What the heck is that thing?
That's what I want to know.
And he goes, many apologies. You missed my first introduction. I am Manita, the head operating AI of all of Nintendo Land.
Wait, frick, excuse me?
Are we being punked? Where's that Jack? Where's that jerk off? Where's that jerk off Ashton Kutcher? I'm gonna kick his ass.
And Manita just, I have no reference to this Mr. Kutcher you speak of. Is he also like you?
What is that supposed to mean?
Magnolia is going to go over to Alexander and offer him a hand to help him stand back up.
Swear to God, we're being punked.
Takes Magnolia's hand.
And,
Helps bring him back up onto his feet.
and as it happens, Robert also gets up and he just says, wait, you know, I can almost believe we are getting punked, Brock, because if either I'm hearing things or this robot just said Nintendo Land.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
teleported.
It did.
I was shocked to hear it myself.
And Manita just goes, perhaps it would be best if you saw for yourself. Follow me. And Manita just turns and starts hovering out through the door. And
I have so many questions.
Robert just... Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, I guess we follow the damn thing.
And Robert adds on, what other choice do we have?
as Magnolia is gently dusting herself off and like adjusting her hair, she says, "Well, it would seem the only way that we're going to get any answers is if we do as it says." And then she starts going out the door herself.
For now, we listen to the floating lunchbox.
And Robert just goes, "Wait, hold on." And he reaches for his pockets and says, "Here they are." And he pulls out a pair of glasses and puts them back on. He just goes, "I can see again."
You mean to tell me your glasses survived that impact?
"I always keep a spare," he says, giving a thumbs up and a smile.
Can't see without my glasses.
God damn it.
He's the Velma of the group. Confirmed.
Yes.
Great.
Good grief.
Yeah,
You brought that on yourself.
I know. What's up? I guess Haruka's also gonna follow with this. Kage?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. I'm assuming Haruka's also gonna follow.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty then. This little robot ends up leading you out of the hospital, and as you're passing, you notice very small figures that are humanoid, but their faces look really off. Like,
Oh,
they're
God.
just two black dots and like black squares for mouths, and they're all super tiny and blocky.
Oh dear.
And they all just walk like nyeh, 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 like almost like literally they walk like you would expect an NPC to walk, like very robotic.
Jesus.
And like as you pass, they all like turn their heads and look at you. Some of them even have like permanent like smiles on their face. And Melina just goes, "Do not be afraid. They are simply the residents of Nintendo Land."
That's not exactly reassuring right now.
Their collective race name are Mies.
It's like, what is the Stepford wife? What is the Stepford wife shit?
They are simply the Mies of Nintendo Land.
Oh boy.
Somehow my theory makes more sense.
Were you gonna say something, Pros?
Off-putting to say the least, but I suppose as long as they're not going to do us any harm.
They will not, so long as I am with you. And Manita hovers out of the hospital, and immediately you're brought to a tram system. It's imagine a tram system, except the mechanism to move it is actually like above it instead of below it. Almost like a cart. As it pulls up and it opens, and it's just full of like Mies as they all like look out like, hmm? And then they all just slowly like shuffle to make space for you all.
Like a I can't, like a ski lift kind of.
Okay, yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, it's almost like a ski lift except mixed with a monorail.
Like a cable car.
Yeah, like a cable car. Yeah, like a cable car, exactly. Mixed with a like monorail.
Yeah.
A la San Francisco.
And it and Manita just starts walking and then does like the finger come here motion and just goes, "Follow me. I shall take you to our ruler."
I'm almost afraid who that might be.
Well, you want to stay here with you want to stay here with the 8-bit crazy squad?
Oh, sure, I would love to stay. Of course I wouldn't.
Well, then get on the tram and shut your head hole.
Jeez, you don't have to be a freaking dick about it. Gets on the tram.
And as you all enter, the doors shut, and it starts taking off. It's almost like a bullet tram. It goes really fast yet super smooth.
One of us is probably singing the monorail song as we're taking the trip.
And as it's going through, you can see how big this place really is. Like, it literally looks like a stereotypical metropolis, like tall buildings, and you're passing all kinds of signs for stuff, like almost like travelogue destinations. Like, one says, visit beautiful, radiant Hyrule, and one says, come jazz down to New Donk City, and other ones like that.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm convinced we're definitely not in Kansas anymore.
And
Man, I don't even think we're in America anymore.
you
I
also
think we're dead.
you also pass a commercial for a raccoon guy that's peddling off different equipment and supplies, wearing nothing but like an apron.
Oh my god.
When
Oh my
I heard raccoon, I thought it was Sly Cooper.
Also, watchful.
Yeah.
Tom Nook's a Tanuki.
Yeah, Tanuki.
I mean, you
Well,
might
to
as well
us,
have.
it looks like a raccoon.
I mean, you
Either
could have
way.
Sly Cooper with him just to sort of make the symbolism obvious.
Either or.
Anyway, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. But yeah, as you're passing by, Manita kind of looks at all your reactions and just goes, I take it this is a new experience for you all.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Very
it's
much so, yes.
I mean, it's not every day a game console zaps the bejesus out of us and then fades us into oblivion.
And Manita just goes, that is quite an interesting experience.
I shall have to document this for later.
yeah, that's kind of what it's like.
Manita will remember this.
And Manita, as the tram's going by, it suddenly starts heading towards a big like castle in the center of the city.
Oh, that's a lovely castle.
Yeah, it is the castle of our ruler and the rest of her high council.
Well, admit this place looks beautiful.
This place better have a pool or two.
And Manita just goes, it is indeed quite beautiful. And Manita like looks very carefully at Haruka and just goes, sir or ma'am.
Huh?
And just goes, I apologize, my senses are having a hard time determining your gender, so I am playing it safe.
Oh! Haruka's gonna laugh. Oh, don't worry. It's a common mistake back home as well. I'm a boy.
He goes, well then, mister, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah. Not
Oh,
gonna
I,
lie.
I thought your character was just going to be non-binary.
No, it's a femboy. Like, literally the definition of a track. Have fun! I actually get mistaken as a female more than you think.
And he just goes,
Magnolia playfully reaches over to run a finger through his hair. Oh, gee, I wonder why.
"Aw." And Manita just goes, you humans are rather interesting, if that is indeed what you are. I did not designate you as that, our ruler did.
I am not human. All of us are.
It is interesting. Humans are quite rare in this universe.
Ooh.
Personally,
And with that, the tram immediately like, yeesh, and stops. And it opens, and Manita just goes, I cannot travel too far from the hospital. You will have to make the rest of the trek by yourself.
oh, fun. You at least point us to a guide at least.
Or
Manita,
maybe just the food court.
Manita points at the castle and just goes, just follow the road. It'll lead you up the spire where you are needed.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick
I guess it's better than nothing.
It's the Wizard of Oz, except the wizard is Fred Savage.
And as you all exit the tram, Manita,
Or Adam Sandler.
Oh God.
Manita
God,
gives like a nice happy wave as you all leave and just goes, "Good luck, humans, and I'm sure you will like our leader quite well." And the tram closes and it takes off.
Bye now.
And Robert just goes, "I like her."
And
Yeah.
Alex just looks at Robert like, bruh.
Robert just has
She's very polite.
Yeah, she is. And Robert just has the goofy smile as he just goes, "Well, no time like the present." And he just starts walking
Well,
towards the castle.
Polite aside from the constant invasions of personal space, but I digress.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be seeing that face on my nightmares tonight.
Let's just go.
Yeah, you all enter the castle, and the long hallways. This place is literally a marble castle, so everything's like fairly between very white to kind of pale white because there are some parts that are obviously not used compared to other parts of the castle.
Mhm.
And as you do, you pass by a hall of very familiar portraits. Yeah, you start passing by, and on the walls are the portraits of all kinds of rather familiar heroes. One of the first one you see is a little blue man with tights and a cannon on his hand.
Yo, it's Mega Man. I love this game.
Oh.
Yeah. And Robert says, "Yeah, it is Mega Man."
Haruka, he's gonna run up to the over here. Oh my gosh, this is Fire Emblem.
Wait a second. It's a GameCube.
I'm sorry, that fucking music cue was perfect.
All right, I gotta ask, who in their right mind would have a Virtual Boy on display here?
I have no idea, considering how crappy that piece of crap is.
Next thing you know, we're gonna see a freaking Atari Jaguar 3DO over here.
Wait a minute. Is that Sonya Blade?
Robert like turns and looks, and he looks much more closely at it, and he goes, "Wait, no, I think that's Jill Valentine."
Holy shit, that's Simon Belmont.
And Robert kind of like looks up and he just goes, "Guys," and he points at a sign, and the sign reads, "Human Heroes."
Well then.
What? I'm sorry. What?
And Robert just goes, "Well, looks like we're not the only humans that visited this place."
Apparently not.
Interesting, indeed.
And then Robert like glances down and just goes, "Oh my God, it's Chris Redfield."
Wow, these guys love Resident Evil more than Capcom.
I mean, not true. They did release a more recent installment into the franchise. Don't forget.
Sure. And
Just took them
yeah.
a few years.
Yeah. And Robert just goes, "And what's with the consoles though? Like the GameCube and the Game Boy back there."
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I have
I would
no idea.
I would imagine the Game Boy and the GameCube be like a Nintendo Console Hall of Fame, But
Maybe.
why for the love of God is this thing on here?
Maybe it's supposed to be a showing display of games consoles of past.
That would make sense, but
Most people, last I checked, want to forget this thing came out.
Yeah, but alas, there are people who do like it.
I don't know who, but nah, I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah, whatever.
Hang on 1 second. Okay. Hang on.
Hang on
Sorry
to
about that.
what?
Sorry about that. Ugh. I was taking a drink.
Hang on to your butts.
I had to drink a drink. Anyway, as you're talking, you can suddenly hear a voice that almost sounds like someone like halfway going through puberty, just going, "Are you sure it's really a human?"
Mhm.
And Robert,
Oh, what?
yeah,
What?
I'm sorry.
The heck is that?
Robert just goes, "I think it came down this way," and he kind of does a motion and starts jogging off.
Haruka's gonna follow.
Don't leave me here.
Mireille is going to follow, making sure that she's staying behind at least one person.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And as you finally arrive, you can hear words down the hall. A much more stoic feminine voice goes, "Absolute." No, hang on. "Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind. I've seen a human before, and they match the description well." And a much higher voice goes, "I don't believe this."
I don't believe you.
And then a much deeper, more brass voice goes, "Something's not right here." And you finally look. Yep. And as you arrive on an upper balcony and look down to see almost like a round table down below.
We're back to the round table. We're back to the round table.
Oh my God.
Notice a girl.
Oh.
You can see what looks like a witch, a girl with pink hair, a very tall girl with green hair, a little angel boy, and a falcon person.
No.
Okay, so I get. Is that? What the hell?
Alex rubs his eyes.
Blink.
I don't believe my eyes, but I think my word.
The words are escaping me too, he says, adjusting his glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Might hear you.
And he goes, "Oh, fine." And then he kind of ducks down as they keep talking, and Leon just goes, "Well, if there's a human here, then maybe they can help us." And then the one in the green goes, "I don't think that's wise, Pitt. Meddling with the affairs of humans can be quite messy." And the one with pink hair just goes, "Which really is pretty typical in this case. They often have strange and unusual powers." And
Magnolia will quietly clear her throat.
Yeah, that wasn't quiet at all.
It really wasn't.
everyone just kind of jumps and looks to where the sound came from, and the one with the green hair kind of squints her eyes and looks at the bird and just goes, "Hmm?" And the birdman jumps all the way up to the second balcony and lands right next to you all with a thunk. And,
Jesus Christ!
and he reaches into a holster and points like a laser gun at you, and he just goes, "Freeze!"
Dude, her knees.
Don't. Haruka, he's just gonna look at him and go, "Don't worry, we're the humans you heard about."
Oh, and that's supposed. Oh, and I guess I should be grateful for your presence or something.
Wow, you are exactly how you were. How you're portrayed in our world.
And the bird just kind of like tilts his head, confused, and he just like lets out a and he gives his gun a spin and holsters it, and he just goes, "If you care, my name's Falco."
It's a pleasure to meet you, Falco. I am Haruka. My name is Haruko Yashiko.
Didn't ask, but okay.
I'm just simply being polite.
And Falco just kind of like gives up. And he points towards the staircase and just goes, "Meet us downstairs." And then he jumps off the balcony again.
Well, that's two people who could learn some manners. Magnolia says, giving a side eye at Brock.
Hey, wait, hey, this is the second time today I almost had a heart attack. What are you getting mad at me for?
Oh, I can really
Because
blame
just
him.
gonna shake his head and give a chuckle as he makes his way down the stairs. Also, Pros, to answer your question, the reason I was being ambiguous about their gender was for the reveal.
I wasn't really asking. I was just assuming that they were non-binary until further notice.
Yeah.
Nope.
Also, what does Magnolia have against Brock? The freaking scream thing scared him.
Anyway,
He's been kind of grouchy the entire time, though, so...
Yeah.
Okay, she's probably just getting sick of this shit.
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I imagine you all follow Falco down, and
Yeah.
the first one to greet you is the one with green hair as she floats up and over the table to greet you and just goes, "My apologies to Falco. He can be quite brass sometimes." And Falco just lets out a
It's quite alright.
We're used to brash behaviors, trust me.
I've eaten rotisserie chickens tougher to handle.
and the woman puts like her hand to her chest area, like in a polite motion, and just goes, "I believe we should start on a much better note. My name is Palatina."
From Kid Icarus, right?
And then the little angel boy goes, "What?"
One moment.
Get...
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
What?
The little angel just goes, "What? What about me?"
I give up.
How does this guy know my name already?
That's complicated, dear.
Yeah, it's a very long story. But
Like Brock just kind of gave up logic out ages ago.
And Alex is just standing there, eyes wide and slack jawed, unable to speak.
Does Mirai have anything to say, Ripley? You've been pretty quiet.
She's just keeping herself behind mostly the guys.
Palatina kind of catches a glance at Mirai, and she gives a nice polite smile and gently walks over and holds her hand on and just goes, "I don't bite, don't worry."
You'll have to forgive me for being a little bit skeptical. Last we knew, we were sitting down in front of a television, and next thing we knew, we were flying down through the sky, crash landed, and then we woke up in a hospital. You kind of have to grant us a little bit of leeway if we seem confused and skeptical about what the heck is going on.
I'm pretty sure there's some of us who still think we're dead.
That too.
And
I'm back.
welcome back.
Hello.
And
I see dead people.
Palutena just goes, I suppose that is a good point. You practically were near death. And she motions towards the pink-haired girl and just goes, my good friend here found you out there. That wasn't a sentence. Let me try again. My good friend found you out there. She says you came from the sky and crash landed into a tree.
That does line up with what I remember, yes.
And I got the goose eggs on my head to prove it.
My face still feels sore.
Alex.
And the pink-haired girl, like, is kind of just... You notice the pink-haired girl kind of just disappears, and suddenly she's, like, right next to Magnolia, kind of looking, head tilted, eyeing up the dress she's wearing.
Oh, hello.
And she just gives a smile and just goes, I like your dress.
Oh, thank you.
And she goes, everyone, hang on, let me think.
Admittedly, I'm actually a little partial to suits myself, but I was feeling like wearing a dress today.
And she just goes, my name's Maria, but everyone just calls me the villager.
God fucking damn it.
It's nice to meet you, Maria.
And,
Why would people call you the villager? You would think that Maria would be simpler.
well, it's actually easier to remember me. I'm pretty much the only human in my town, actually, before I moved out here.
I see. Well, my name is Magnolia Grace. It's lovely to meet you, Maria.
And she just goes, likewise. And she reaches into a pocket and pulls out like a little wrap box and says, here.
Oh, thank you. Takes the box and looks at it, mildly confused.
It's a present.
Should I open it now, or?
It's up to you. She just says, giving a nice smile, and just waddles past the rest of you, giving you all like nice little smiles. And in Brock's case, she kind of like looks at your grumpy face and just goes, then reaches into a pocket and plops like a little sunshine sticker on your cheek.
Oh, so cute.
Stands there, stone face, as this happens.
And
Mark just takes a walk and just bursts out laughing.
It's like Batman for the Lego movie. I hate this place.
Pretty much. And I just turned to freaking what was Storm's character's name again?
Alexander.
Alexander.
Alex.
Brock just turns to Alexander and is like, don't make me come over there.
don't be such a grump. You have a pretty face now.
I'm sorry, dude, but that's just funny.
You know what else is funny? My hand's wrapped around your neck.
And as he says that, Palutena just grabs Brock by the scruff of his shirt and lifts him up easily and just goes, please calm down.
Hey, it's cool, okay? I haven't eaten. Look, I haven't eaten today. I haven't got my coffee. A goddamn screen thing is haunting my nightmares. Just give me a break, okay? We're cool.
And the villager goes, you haven't eaten yet? Well, then we have to fix this. Dinner at my place.
Actually, come to think of it, we haven't eaten much today, have we?
Since breakfast.
Yes. Well, then that settles it.
Same.
We can have our meeting at my place then. Is that okay, my queen? And Palutena just gives like a cute smile and just goes, absolutely. And Falco just goes, yeah, I'll pass. And Pit just kind of, the angel, just kind of gives Falco a grimace and just goes, well, I'll come. And, yeah.
Haruka, he's just gonna look at Falcon and go, you're not much for socializing, are you?
What gave you that impression?
I don't know. Maybe the fact you're skipping out on the meetings.
And he looks like he's about to say something, but then the little witch character just walks up and grabs Falco by his feathers and starts walking off with him. And Falco goes, hey, what? Hey, I'm not done talking. That got me. And he's just dragged off by her.
Okay,
Oh.
that's funny.
Bravo to her for taking the initiative.
Magnolia puts the present box under one arm, and with one hand she points to Maria, and the other hand she points after the little witch. Those two are my favorites so far.
The villain.
I have two questions though. One, will there be coffee? And two, can somebody tell the Queen Goddess Lady to put me down already?
Paladin just goes, oh, my apologies.
Miss Palatina. Oh, never mind.
Paladin just goes, oh, sorry. And she lets him down. She goes, I don't know my own strength sometimes. I sometimes forget I'm a god, basically.
Yeah.
What?
I'm guessing you have not played the Kid Icarus games, have you?
Not really. I'm mostly partial to Pokemon.
Okay, why do people keep knowing my name?
Space is warped and time is bendable.
I thought his name was Pip.
Pit.
Pit. Sorry. His name is Pit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just too funny.
When we get to your friend Maria's place, we'll explain. I give you my word. We'll explain.
And Maria just jumps up and plops on Magnolia's back and just goes, to my place then.
All right, you're gonna have to direct me now. And she starts walking towards the exit.
She gets really close, almost like she's piloting you, and points her finger forward and just goes, follow my finger.
Will do. As she's just walking.
Haruka is actually gonna follow.
Yeah, I'm assuming you all follow, as does Palatina and Pitt.
Yeah, pretty much.
There we go.
Yep.
And here we go.
Meanwhile, over here,
Yes. After some directing through town, you finally arrive at her place, and it's actually there's all these skyscrapers and all that stuff, and then suddenly in the middle of town is just this normal little cottage.
Oh, lovely little cottage you have here.
She goes, thank you. I had it delivered directly from my old home. And Robert just goes, yeah, it's very homey.
Very cozy.
The villager kind of opens the door and just goes, well, come on in. And she kind of does a tuck and roll inside. And
A tuck and roll. How big is the door?
it's big enough for you guys to fit in, but she just did that for fun.
Bob
Okay.
and Eve.
Yeah. And, the only one who actually has to duck down is Palatina, as he has to duck down a little bit to get in.
Low bridge.
And as you come inside, you can see a nice little bed area, a fireplace, a big, almost like a hibachi grill kind of thing. And a nice big chair. And there's even, I didn't have time to add, everything, but there's also a nice TV. And the villager rolls over to the grill and goes, make yourself at home, I will make dinner. And there's just, a big dust cloud forming around it as he's, pattering around.
Goodness.
Magnolia's gonna just go ahead and find a place to sit down.
Yeah, Mirai's gonna stay far away from the TV.
Brock is just gonna grab a chair, sit, gather his thoughts about everything that just happened.
Yeah, Robert does so as well as Palatina.
Oops.
Palatina kind of just looks at
As Mirai sits on Alex.
And he blushes like a mother.
Aw. And Palutena
That did not happen.
Palutena kind of just looks.
Agreed.
Palutena just kind of looks at the stools and just goes, I think I'll stand, thank you. And
Whatever makes you most comfortable.
she goes over. I'm just gonna put her there. There we go. Goes over to Teal and just goes, now then, I'm sure you all have a lot of questions about this place. And so many other questions, so I will do my best to field them as best I can.
We would appreciate that.
How did we get here?
Be right back.
Palutena just goes, honestly, I wish I knew. All I know from my friend Maria, and Maria just pops her head from the back of the grill and goes, sup, and just keeps going back to work.
What's up, bitches?
And just goes, but as far as I can tell, you were transported here by some magical power that we may have lost long ago from our realm into yours.
Is that so?
He goes, yes, because I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but humans, I have seen a human before, and they're pretty rare in this world.
Oh, excuse me.
Alright. Yes, he just goes, they are pretty rare in this universe.
We were told that earlier.
Yeah, but how is that possible?
And he goes, well, humans do appear here once every blue moon or so, and often they bring with them great and extraordinary powers. Some of them even still live here. Yep.
Well, I'm not sure what extraordinary power we could have brought. We're about as normal as you can get, I suppose.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did we get the short end of the stick or something?
He goes, well, powers often manifest in many different ways.
So if one of us turns into a 50-foot version of themselves, I am leaving.
If we do have any powers, we certainly don't know about them, at least not yet.
And Palutena just goes, well, as I said, I'm sure they will manifest eventually. And it is actually rather peculiar. I can't talk.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. Yeah, I can't speak.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. Yeah, close enough.
Dyslexia of the mouth.
Close enough. That you arrive at this time.
Yeah.
And villager pops up right next to him and just goes, I'll say. And she plops down like a big like tray of like different foods. Like there's like a big ham hock, there's some spaghetti, and just all kinds of stuff. It's almost like a buffet on one plate.
Dibs on the ham.
Spaghetti.
Holy smokes.
She just goes, I'm not much of a chef, but I hope you like it. And she does like a cartwheel over the table and onto her seat.
Grabs the ham and just noshes the fuck out of it.
But most of the food Magnolia picks is still stuff that's going to fill her up, but she's making a point to pick things that aren't too messy because she's still wearing a white dress at the moment anyway.
No.
Good point.
Wait. Sorry, I had to stand for a second. Anyway, Palutena just pulls out like a very like Palutena just slowly pulls out the salad like a salad and brings it over to the side very gently, and then she grabs like a big old turkey and then rips off one of the legs and starts eating it.
He's Brock is just still not eating the ham, and he's like, "Holy fuck, that's good ham!"
And so yeah, I imagine everyone grabs like their own bit of things, and
Yeah.
Palutena like just finishes the entire leg. It's just like a bone, and she sets it down and just goes, as I was saying.
Brock just kind of looks wide eyed, be like, "Holy shit!"
She just goes,
I thought I could pack away the meat.
She goes, as I was saying, it is rather good you are here at this time, because we've been having some issues of our own.
What kind of issues?
And she just goes, well, and actually, yeah, as he's about to speak, the villager pipes up and just goes, "You're joking, right? You don't know anything about what's going on? I bet they don't even know about the prophecy."
Yeah, there's a prophecy now.
We've been here less than a day, dear. We don't know very much about this place at all.
And the villager kind of goes wide-eyed, and Palutena looks down at her and gives a nod. And Marie kind of just clears her throat like, well, and before she could suddenly speak, you're all interrupted by a like thunderous like explosion.
Oh dear.
Yeah, like it's so strong you all like kind of like flop
Fall
around
out of our
basically.
chairs.
Yeah, you fall out of your chairs.
I think I broke my ass.
Earthquake! Everyone under the table.
Palutena just goes, "That's not an earthquake." She rushes to the door and opens it, and you can see up in the sky 4 flying airships with cannons firing onto the city.
Uh-oh.
What in the ever-loving hell is that thing?
Pitt lands in front of Palutena and just goes, "They're attacking again."
Who's attacking?
Who's they? The hell's an aluminum falcon?
Shut the fuck up.
Palutena
Now I need to go watch this after this session.
Palutena just gives like a nod and looks back at the villager, and the villager like goes wide and pulls out like a little axe, like a little wood cutting axe. And Palutena just goes, "You all stay here. We'll handle this." And she materializes a big long staff and a giant shield.
And Alex is just speechless again.
Y'all be careful now.
And just Robert just goes, "Wait, I think we need an explanation." And before he could finish, the door slams shut as they all leave.
Brock just kind of looks back at everybody, and then just after a few short seconds, he just sits there and shouts to himself, "What the fuck just happened?"
I wish I knew, Brock.
Where the heck is that ham?
You ate all of it, dear.
We're basically being attacked, and that's what you have to think about? The damn ham?
Hey, that's damn good ham. You should try it. Oh wait, I ate it all, so yeah.
How about we focus on the topic at hand?
Sorry.
Right.
Like, who is attacking us, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And
And remember what they said. We could possibly have powers in this world, apparently. So I say, why not go test that theory out and see if we can help?
And as that happens, you can suddenly hear a very faint voice go, "Indeed, you do have powers.
What the
Mhm.
fuck?
Wait, who said that?
Hello?
Are we losing our minds?
You are in a quite peculiar situation, aren't you? And Robert just goes, wait, who's there?
Are we on drugs?
I know I am. I was given one earlier.
I forgot about that.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, the voice just goes, you can help them, but you will need the proper equipment, and I will help you. And as the voice says that, suddenly a blue portal opens up right here.
Wom, 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 wom.
Where's the portal?
Sorry.
Right here ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haruka is gonna slowly approach where the portal is.
There we go. Wom, wom,
So-
wom, wom, wom.
So, do we draw straws to see who goes in first?
I'll go first.
So he goes, all right, be safe. And
Sorry.
no problem. I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Haruka walks through the portal.
Haruka.
Sorry. Haruka walks through the portal, and on the other side, it looks like you're back in the castle, but you're in a room you didn't see when you were going through it earlier.
He's gonna start looking around.
Let's see, go in.
And Robert just goes, is everything okay in there?
I'm fine.
No.
It's a room we didn't see when we were in the castle. At
And,
least that's what it looks like.
Did you see in there?
I'll just describe what CC sees to you all. CC is like a long hallway, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what's that? Sorry, Season's just checking on me. I'm good. But yeah, he goes through, on the other side, sees a long hall, and at the end of it is almost like a giant podium, and there's a ominous magical glow coming off of it. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if my internet died. You all went quiet.
No,
Yeah, we are here.
you're good.
Okay, just checking. And Robert just decides to go through the portal next. And he goes, well, doesn't look like it's killing us. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Goes in next.
Warp zone!
And here we are.
Is that a fucking power glove?
That's mine.
1 second. I'm gonna put you guys down. And as you walk through the portal, you can see the podium, and magical artifacts are glowing on it. You can make out one looks like a power glove, one looks like a parasol, a backpack made of cardboard, and some type of mechanical device on it, a master ball, and a few swords and a zapper.
Whoa.
Well then.
Brock sees the glove and he's like, mine.
Don't turn into a seagull over here.
Robert just goes, are you sure that's a good idea? We don't even know what these things are gonna do.
Well, I mean, you want to sit here taking forever to find out?
And he lets out like a sigh and goes, I suppose not.
Mine.
Hang on.
There-
Mine.
There he goes
Mine.
again.
Mine. There we go. Just slowly pitter it along.
Bye.
Robert goes up as well as you all gather on the podium, like you can hear like the faint sound of like NES noises, like beeps and bloops. Oh, you can move cockpit, by the way. Okay, just making sure.
And all of a sudden, I'm hearing the Pac-Man theme.
Oh, this is a lovely parasol.
This sword, though.
All right, what's the deal with this here glove?
Yeah.
Question: what does the few swords look like?
Well, at the moment they all look like when you first see them they look like a standard issue sword, but each person slowly starts to see a different sword in each one, as you basically see like your greatest desire in the form of a sword, in a sense. Is the best way I can describe it.
I'm gonna pick up one of the swords.
I already picked up one.
You both pick up swords, and as you do, the sword blinks out of existence like ding, and then in its place in your hand emerges a brand new blade. I'm not sure like what you want your blade to look like, so I'll let you guys describe how it looks like.
Okey-dokey.
Whoa.
Master Ball doing here?
And the closer you get to the items, the more like compelled you feel to pick them up.
I pick up the glove.
The Master Balls are supposed to be the rarest thing to find in the Pokemon game, as she is slowly bringing her hand over to pick it up.
And Robert just leans down and puts the backpack on and just goes, oh, for cardboard, this thing's pretty sturdy.
Rock puts on the glove and just screams at the top of his lungs, I am a man! Just punches the wall.
God damn it.
Yeah, what's up?
He's going to Haruka. He's going to look at his Keyblade with the biggest smile and go. Look at his blade, which is the Starlight Keyblade, the fully upgraded Starlight Keyblade, and go, this is amazing.
And actually, as Brock shouts that out and goes to punch the wall, as you punch the granite, you suddenly knock out like an entire chunk of the wall you just hit.
Wow. God damn. I'm Superman!
And Robert like immediately goes wide-eyed and just points to you and goes, super strength!
Yes!
And he just
Will
goes,
be charged with destruction property.
and Robert just
And,
goes, oh,
they're omnipotent beasts of another dimension. They can fix this easily.
and Robert just goes, wait, I wonder if that does that, I wonder. And he reaches over his back and starts fiddling in the backpack, and he pulls out like a bunch of strips of cardboard. He just goes, I'm not sure what. Then his eyes just suddenly like turn into like gears, and almost like a machine, he starts just building something, and he creates like a mini cardboard pistol.
You gotta be kidding me.
And he goes, wait, this is a Labo set.
Really?
But
A what set?
The Nintendo Labo, remember? Those pieces of cardboard you would build things out of?
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
oh, yeah.
Wasn't there like a fishing game or something?
I think
And
my little cousin had one of those. That's about it.
he goes, "Oh my god, this means I'm an artificer."
Oh, wait. Alex picks up his sword and it like turns into like the master sword. It's like I am going to have fun with this thing.
We're all just like, yeah, we have the power of God.
And I'm gonna vote right to say what Poe said. Magnolia's parasol is purple with white flowery looking lace, and once he pushes a button and flicks it just right, a rapier blade pops out at the top.
Magnolia's getting her penguin on, clearly. Next thing you know, it'll sprout helicopter blades and then she can fly around.
It's not gonna have helicopter blades, but
That's y'all.
Yeah. And Robert like thinks for a second. He just goes, "Guys, I think this might be our power."
Fuck yeah, let's kick some ass. Fuck yeah, let's kick some ass.
Once I agree.
I wonder what's in this master ball.
Only one way to find out.
She
What?
tosses it up.
Watch it be a magic harp or something.
I hope not.
C tosses it, and the master ball like almost swirls around like it's confused on the situation, and then it just fires and pops out, and a little Eevee pops out of it.
Of course. Oh,
Yeah,
isn't that just adorable?
it looks. Yeah, it goes like wide-eyed, looks up at Mireille, and just jumps up at her.
She catches it.
Yeah, and then it just like a cat starts like nuzzling her neck violently.
While purring.
Not purring.
You're so precious.
Aw. And then, like, and Robert just goes, "All a master ball just for a little Eevee?"
It might evolve into something else. Something far more powerful.
If you strike it down, it will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
God damn it.
Yeah, there we go, bros. And as it says that, the Eevee kind of hops off, looks up, and then it jumps up and it morphs into a Squirtle.
So
Into
what?
a what?
A Squirtle.
What?
Wait,
And
what?
Robert,
Wait.
you- what's up?
It transformed?
Does that mean it's a ditto?
Or new?
And Robert just looks at it and goes, "No, I don't think it's a I don't think it's a Ditto." And then it hops up again and transforms into a Charizard. Not Charizard. The Charmander, not Charizard.
Charmander!
Yeah.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Yeah, and he goes, "Wait a minute. Have any of you read the Pokemon comics?"
Which ones?
Not really a comic person.
Well, in the comics, Red, he had a Eevee that could transform into the different evolutions.
Oh.
This might be the same principle, but with Pokemon of any kind.
Maybe.
Huh.
Wow. Super Strike doesn't sound nearly as cool when you have an omnipresent monster.
Hey, it's not a monster. Okay, technically it is, but it's adorable.
And it morphs back
Most
in,
adorable monster I've ever seen.
it morphs back into the Eevee when you said adorable and just gives like a cute head tilt.
Lee?
Yeah.
I'll be doing all the Pokemon voices this evening.
I get over here all week.
And as you're all like, oh, go on.
I was just gonna make a joke or have Benoli say, something tells me that you should be careful about about having that turn into a Wooloo at any point.
I'm gonna cuddle it.
And
Yes.
as this is all going on, you suddenly feel like another loud blast as you're shaken a little bit.
Oh, fuck.
Ah.
And Robert just goes, "Oh, I think they're still attacking."
Well, let's,
Oh dear.
let's put these items to good use.
And Robert gives like a stern nod and he goes, "Right." And as he says that, the portal reopens, and this time it's leading out onto a street in the city.
Oh, great.
Here we go.
Again.
On my own.
And
Damn it, Brock.
and Robert just goes, Robert just like has the little Labo kid in his hand and just goes, "I've been waiting forever to say this." And he charges through the portal and yells, "Let's get our game on!" And he jumps through the portal.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
He just Leroy Jenkins.
Oh well.
Yeah, he is just going to sigh.
Well, here goes nothing. Oh,
Yeah! Get! Oh, sorry.
Or everything.
Yeah.
Yeah! Get some!
Oh well.
They're just having Geronimo, Navajo, Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Honest.
Alright, and you all jump out onto the city streets. As
no.
the whole place looks like it's been through hell, like there's all kinds of different debris and turned over spots. Let me put you guys.
no.
And as you all arrive, you can suddenly see a bunch of turtles
Turtle.
and one big buff alligator.
Are those fucking Koopas?
Yep.
Well, this is Nintendo Land.
I don't know, but
I call it shooting. Well, you know what? I call it shooting fish in a barrel, except for this alligator looking guy with it. That's a Kremlin from Donkey Kong Country.
he's all yours then if you're so eager.
Fuck yeah, it's go time. I'm gonna make me a pair of leather boots.
And like as they say that, they all like look at you and they all just start like waddling over. And as soon as
I'm so scared.
as soon as I'm done with this, it is time, everyone. Let's roll initiative.
We do that.
Alright, so where's my mouse? There it is. Alright, so for this, you're all going to be making an agility roll.
Okay.
So I'm going to start making mine first.
And if our agility is 0,
If your agility is 0, use a d4.
Because okay, last I checked, my agility was 3, so that's a D8, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Is there any modifiers we add to our roll or no?
No, just the base roll.
Okay.
Damn it. We got a 1.
Ooh, I also got a 1.
4.
Okay.
Fuck!
Oh boy. Alright. Alright, hang on. Now let me see what we got here.
I got it too.
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me.
I'm writing yours down. Give me 5 seconds. Oh, wait. Loading. Loading.
How appropriate.
Loading. That's basically what's happening in loading.
Loading screen. In a D&D game.
I can just imagine the like the commercial cut would be like a loading screen.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna be going from lowest number to highest number. Anyone who shares a number are gonna be going at the same time.
Oh,
Okay.
lowest to highest.
So
Oh
that
no,
means
the
I'm
highest to
sure.
lowest. I derped.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
that's-
know. Sorry.
okay, no. Okay, I'm last.
Yeah, it's like it. Sorry, Storm.
I was kind of hoping it would be the other way around because I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you are first, so yeah.
Can't believe I got one on both dice. Probably fucked something up. Oh well, that time has passed.
But no, Storm. Wait. You rolled 2. Wait. Okay. No, never mind. I'm thinking too hard. Hmm.
Here you go. This works.
Like I said, I have literally no idea what I'm doing.
Alright. Well, you can use your agility or might to do a physical attack, or you can use one of your magical abilities to try and conjure something up.
Let's hang on. What is influence is like mind control magic, basically, right?
Yeah, you could influence them to. You could basically charm them.
Okay. I'm probably only able to do that to one of them at a time, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to have her try and get this one to start attacking the Koopas.
Oh, the big eater.
Yeah.
Alright, no problem. Alright, for this, you're using influence magic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you would use influence magic plus persuasion, and then add 10.
Influence and persuasion. She has 2 in both of those.
So a 2, you would be rolling 1d6 for each of them.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2d6s then.
Yeah,
Plus 10.
plus 10.
Okay. Let's see.
By the way, if the music's too loud, you can tell me to turn it down.
Plus
No, it's fine.
Okay.
D6, 2.
Also, I forgot to say it. Hello, Jess. Welcome.
Not bad.
Yeah, okay. 15.
Damn.
Yeah. Right. I have his stats written down here. Let me look. Yeah, you beat him by 1.
Yeah!
Alrighty then. So, I have just this image of Magnolia like giving him like a nice blowing him a kiss or something.
Winking.
She just kind of bats her eyes at him and like does that like turn like that motion with her finger that's like turn around. And like when he turns around, he's immediately influenced to attack the first thing that he sees when he turns around.
Yeah, the gator has like big hearts in his eyes as he immediately turns around, looks at one of the Koopas. The Koopa just like looks at him like almost like, "What are you gonna do?"
What's he doing? Why is he looking at us like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why does he look like he wants to eat us? He looks like he wants to eat us. I'm scared.
Whoop. 15. Yep, that's definitely gonna hit him. So how okay, I can do this to explain how damage works. How damage works is you lose HP equal to the difference. You lose HP equal to the difference between the hitting roll and your guard. So let me do some math here.
But that's applying to the Koopa right now. That's not applying to us.
Well, it applies to you too. Just
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Just not right now.
Yeah, just not right now. It applies to you when you're attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so let me do some math here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. He's losing 4 HP as the gator just clamps his hands together and bonks him over the head, and he retracts into his shell.
Bonk.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that Koopa says a thing, if they take any damage, they lose their next turn. It's the first boss. I want to make it fairly easy on you guys.
I did it good.
You did a good, bros.
Did it good.
Yes.
Congratulations, bros. You killed the turtle.
I don't think it's dead yet.
Well, no,
It's
but
just stalled.
he's incapacitated.
Yeah.
But he soon will be dead.
I'm guessing that if you hit it again, you'll just knock the shell off the street, and then it'll be dead.
Tonight,
Only one way to find out.
Tonight we died on turtle soup.
Only one way to find out, because Jake and Rip, you're up, and then the Koopas are gonna go after you guys. Like, you guys all have the same role, but I'm gonna have it where heroes always go first, just to keep it fair.
Ripple, what was your character's name again?
Me, Ray.
Okay, Brock looks at me, Ray. He's like, "You want to take the one on the left or the one on the right?"
I'll take the one on the left.
Alrighty, sounds like a plan. Let's get some.
Alright, now you just need to decide who's gonna be rolling first.
I'll let you roll first, Jake.
Alright?
Okay.
Now it's a matter of what exactly do you want to do?
I want to punch the Koopa in the mouth with my punchy thing.
Alright? Very short and simple, give me a might check.
Okay, might is a 3, so that's a D8.
Yep.
And is that a plus 10?
Yeah, all your rolls are plus 10, just automatically add a 10 to it.
Including initiative?
Well, for the sake of keeping it simple, no, we're just gonna stick to single numbers for that.
Okay.
Welp.
Oh.
Alright. Okay. So Jake, here's the thing, you do still meet it.
Okay.
So since you meet it, he'll take minimum damage, which is by default 3.
Bonk.
Yeah. So you just bonk him, and he just goes beep, and he just curls into a shell again.
Yeah, you stay in there, you little bitch.
Alright, Rip, you're up.
Okay.
Now, okay, so Rip, to explain this, since your first level, you have access to every starter plus an EV.
Every starter plus an EV.
So if you can think of an attack, a specific Pokemon with a specific attack you want to try, tell me and I'll tell you what roll you need to do for it.
Okay. How about a Chikorita to smack the Koopa on the left with a Vine Whip?
Chikorita Vine Whip, okay. Alright, by the way, I did write down, like, some stats, so you will at least have something depending on the Pokemon you choose.
Okay.
Yeah. So for
I
this,
was really confused for a second because my brain, for some reason, when I heard Chikorita, my brain thought of a Torchic. I don't know why.
I was confused for a second too because I thought that. Alright, so okay, for this, you're gonna give me a might roll. And their might is a D6.
Okay. So rolling a D6 plus 10.
Yes.
Okay. Roll 1d6 plus 10 and roll. Okay.
Well, you at least meet it.
Okay, what did I miss?
You're just fighting the Koopas.
Okay.
And Pros charmed the Gator into attacking one of the Koopas.
Alright.
Yeah. Yes. And
Tonight we dine on turtle soup.
yeah. Alright, so you summon up the God, I'm having a brain fart. What was the name again?
Chikorita.
Chikorita, thank you. Chikorita summon up and a Vine Whip launches out and thwacks the Koopa as it spins in the air a tiny bit before retracting into its shell, and it just thunks on the ground.
Interesting.
And since you met it, you'll do minimum damage, which is 3.
Okay.
Alright, and you got all the Koopas, so I guess fuck them, they're skipping their turn. Alright, oh wait, hang on. Kage, you didn't roll initiative yet.
I did, remember?
Oh, wait.
I'm using my dice.
Oh, that's right, I am so sorry. What was your initiative again?
4.
4, okay. Alright,
So I believe I would be going after your character.
yeah. Like, according to initiative, you were gone, so we went on to keep the combat going, so we'll come back to you. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Haruka, he's going to look at his Keyblade and go, okay, let's see if this works. And aim his Keyblade and try to cast fire.
Okay. Since you're aiming, you're gonna give me an agility check. And to summon the fire, give me an energy check as well.
Okay,
Like, roll them together and then add 10 to that.
oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out which dice are which. Okay, so energy is the 3.
Mhm.
What's the dice for that?
That's a D8.
Okay, so I need to get a D8 and a D4. Because agility is a 1. For a lump sum of 12, that's an 8 and a 4.
Plus 10.
Oh,
Because everything has a default of plus 10.
22.
Yeah.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna be hitting it. So, how damage is working is that the difference is how much damage they're taking. So, who are you targeting again?
This Koopa right here.
Koopa. Okay. So, let me do the math here. He's got an 11 and you had a 24? 23?
22.
22. I was close. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I think you're gonna kill it, but I'm gonna add it up anyway. Yeah, that's 10 points damage. Yeah, you're definitely.
So I just flambéed a Koopa.
Yeah, like you point the Keyblade forward, and a little fire puff pops out of it, and it goes into the shell, and it starts like
Oh no!
it starts like rattling, and the shell like bursts, and then the Koopa's just in his like underwear and a top, and his butt's on fire. He's just running around.
My biscuits are burning.
Yeah, he's just like meh, meh. He's just running around like meh, and he runs into the fountain and sticks his butt in the water.
That's what too much fire hole will do to you if you eat too many tacos.
All right.
Oh, I can get used to this.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I rolled a 1 for watch, so me and Storm are going at the same time. I watch Robert. I'm mixing the characters. But yeah, so me and Alex are going at the same time. And Robert looks at Alex and just goes, well, that's 1 down. Who you want to take?
I'll take the one on the left.
And he pulls out his cardboard pistol and he just goes, then I'll take the big gator.
Alright then.
Yeah. Right, so what are you gonna do for an attack, Storm?
Fire a simple a strike attack, like striking down.
Alright. Since you're alright. Give me a might plus agility roll and then add 10.
Might plus agility.
Yeah.
Okay. Which dice are those?
Depends on the numbers you have in those.
Okay.
Let me see. I think you sent
The
me
number you
yours.
have in might, and what's the number you have in agility?
Oh, item.
Yeah, it looks like you have.
Hello?
Yeah. No, hang on.
Ew.
I think he's trying to figure it out. Yeah, so what do you have in your might? If you put like max rank in it, it should be 5, I believe.
Alright.
And same
Yeah.
goes for agility.
Okay. So
Yeah, so for those, yep, I lost my place. There you go. Okay, so you'd be rolling. If you have a 5 in might and a 5 in agility, you'd be rolling 2d6s for each of them.
2d6s.
Yeah.
Alright. Here goes nothing.
Okay, plus 5. Not plus 5, plus 10. Alright. So let's see. We got 5 and 8. 13 plus 10 for 23. Alright.
I think you did the hurricane strike.
Yeah, basically.
Wow, we're right on the first go. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you rush up with the sword and do the hurricane strike as you thwack the Koopa shell, and it just goes like flying around the room like a pinball. Like ding, 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 ding. And it just slides into a house.
I don't think the house owners the residents of that home would be very appreciative of that. But
I'll just send them an IOU.
good
It's like,
maneuver
sorry,
nonetheless.
Yes, sorry, folks, for tilting your house.
You tilted, bitch.
Be right back.
No problem. Alright, now then, I have, where is it? There it is.
And Alex is like, oh, we're gonna have some fun.
Yes. Actually, I kind of have to BRB anyway. I gotta use the bathroom 1 second.
Damn it. Loading screen.
Bathroom break, everyone.
7th inning stretch.
Union break!
Dun, 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 dun. Da-da. Break.
So what did I miss?
Not much. Watchful had to step away for bathroom.
Okay, sorry about that, I'm back.
And there he is.
There he is.
Yeah. Alright, oh, did Kage come back, or?
Yeah, she's
Yes,
back.
I'm here.
Okay, awesome, good. Alright
Yeah,
then.
she's back.
Yeah.
Back again.
Aha.
Anyway,
Girlfriend.
the Koopa goes flying into the house with a chink, and the big gator man suddenly like whack gets out of his trance, and he like looks like confused as he looks around and sees basically his friends were taking out, and he just goes, "Oh crap!"
He's Audi 5000.
Yeah, and he kind of like he reaches into his pants and pulls out like a little, like almost one of those toy walkie-talkies. And he just goes, "Boss, we got some trouble here." And you hear like a very like kitty voice on the other end just goes, "And what is so important that you have to bother me? We're so close to getting the castle."
Wobble, 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 wobble.
Rada, 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 rada.
When did Schnitzel get into this?
Anyway,
Yeah, where did
God damn it.
Schnitzel's the king of the Kremlins now? When did that happen?
yeah. Anyway, like he goes, "But boss, you don't understand. There's humans here."
I guess he really got sick of Mungdal's shit.
He goes, "You don't understand. There's humans here." And then the voice goes, "What? You? Wait." The 2-bit 2 What? Humans? Hang on. And one of the big like airships starts flying towards you guys. And it like lands above you guys, and a small rope like comes down, and a small little figure rolls down it, and a little think. You see a small turtle with a neckerchief around their neck in the form of a big scary face with bright red hair and eyebrows.
Oh, this little fucker.
Oh shit.
I should have figured when we saw the Koopas that it was either going to be him or Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, and And what is so important that you... And he turns and sees all the humans. And he just gives like a sinister smirk and he goes, well, well, so you're the ones my papa told me about, huh?
J.J. Jameson laugh.
Serious?
And just what's so funny, smart aleck?
This is our next baddie.
Oh,
This
aren't
little
you just the most adorable little thing?
this
Your
little
dad
pipsqueak.
Your dad couldn't make it?
And he just goes, hey, don't laugh at me. I may be small, unlike my dad, but I'm still one tough Koopa.
That doesn't stop you from being absolutely adorable now, does it?
Yeah.
I can imagine him just like flailing.
Yeah.
He's just channeling King from Owl House at this point.
Yeah.
It's...
With the squeak of joy.
Wake of rage.
Don't test me, humans. Papa told me you'd be jerks, but I didn't think you'd be this big of jerks.
Wait, I'm not being a jerk. I'm giving you a compliment. You're precious.
I'm not cute.
Keep denying all you want. She'll just keep complimenting you.
Yes, nah. Fine, it doesn't matter anyway. You won't be around long enough to care because I'm gonna bring you into Papa. He'll be so proud of me for defeating the humans.
Well, like to see you try.
And he just gives a smirk and... hang on. That's like the best I can do. He gives like a whistle. He gives like a whistle, and a tiny little floating clown car flies out of the airship and flies down right next to him.
Oh boy.
And he just goes, "It's like my papa always said." And he jumps into the clown car, and two big boxing gloves pop out of it. And then he goes, never send the minions to do a Koopa's job."
Oh.
Do we have to beat him?
Looks like we're gonna have to.
So now.
That's a 6. Ooh.
Oh, we're rolling again.
No, just save your rolls. I'm just rolling for Bowser Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his initiative.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the wrong one. There we go. Looks like me and pros are going at the same time now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we are back to the top of the order. So looks like Bowser Jr. and pros are going head to head.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right.
I feel like she's just gonna try to pluck him out of that clown car, and just hug the shit out of him.
Honestly, I kind of want to do that.
Well, if you're gonna commit, I can tell you what rules you gotta do.
Okay.
That's his version of saying, "Do you really want to do that?"
Yes. Do you really want to do that?
my my thought process is her just grabbing him and pinching his cheeks while using her influence magic and just telling him, "You're entirely too adorable for me to fight. I don't want to fight you."
No.
Bowser Jr. becomes our friend.
Yeah, don't count yourself that lucky.
I don't expect that to actually happen, but
Well, if you want to jump into his cart, that's going to be an agility roll.
Mm.
And
Okay.
if you're trying to influence him, that would also be your influence attributes.
Okay. I have a D10 for agility, and am I doing the same thing as I did before with doing influence and persuasion, or no?
No, this time just influence and agility.
Okay.
While she's figuring that out, Watchful, I sent you a question while you were in the little boy's room.
Am I still adding the plus 10s?
Yes, always at a plus 10.
Okay.
So what do you got? Wow, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty then, so you jump up into his little clown car as he tries to like sock and bop you. And you jump up into his cart and he just looks up to you like, huh?
Okay. When she gets in the car, she just pulls him in for a hug and just smiles at him. I don't want to fight you, dear. You're just entirely too precious for me to even hurt a hair on your tiny little head. Patting him on the head.
As that happens, he immediately like turns beet red, blushing.
Aw.
You.
Yeah. And then, like, once he finally lets him go, he just kind of like flops backwards as he's steaming a little bit. And
Is he okay? Did I knock him out?
he didn't knock him out, but after a few minutes, he grabs the lever and yanks the clown car back as he's still like blushing deeply, and he just goes, "Yeah, my papa told me about people like you." And then he grabs like two levers and just goes, and he just
Not the
not the mama, yeah,
mama.
Pretty much.
just goes, and I'm not little.
Interesting question.
Yeah,
Not the mama.
what's up?
That's actually an interesting question, like out of character. Like who is his mom?
No one knows.
That's kind of
I know.
Yeah, but yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, just goes back and just goes, "But I will not be trifled with so easily." And just pulls a lever as the two boxing gloves ching like straight up, and just goes, "Take the sock and bop whirlwind."
Okay.
Now I am going to be all of you. I'm going against your guard.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I have pretty good guards, so hopefully I'll be fine.
Yeah, same here. Hopefully.
What's my
Sure.
guard?
guard is 22.
It's your agility and might plus any armor additions and 10.
Okay.
18.
Yeah,
That's mine.
So wait, hold
That-
on.
that's hitting me.
What are we rolling?
You guys aren't rolling. I'm just rolling to beat your guard.
Oh,
My guard is a 21, so that's not hitting me.
So,
yeah,
Mine
that's
is 28.
okay.
22.
Okay.
My guard's a 14, so it does hit me.
Alright.
Yeah.
Looks like it also hits Robert. Kage, does it hit your character?
No, it does not.
Okay, so it looks like Robert and Mirai are going to be taking damage. So for damage, you're going to be taking the difference. So if yours a 13 and that's an 18, so
It's a 14.
14, 15, 16, 17. So you're taking 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And Robert has a 15. Okay, he's taking 3 points of damage. Okay. Alright, so yeah, he starts spinning. Bowser Jr. starts spinning the clown car around very fast as you all do your best to try and get out of the way.
Good.
Okay. There we go. They're just spinning, and it ends up socking both Mireille and Roberts right in the jaw.
Ouch.
Ah. And then it rises up, the clown car rises up and then gets in the ready position and just goes, "How do you like that, humans?"
You know something? That didn't hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Move yourself.
Oh, you're going down, kid.
Alright. Well, time to retaliate.
And-
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry.
No,
But yeah, after Haruka says that, he takes a bit of a pose. Kind of like something a pose Yusuke would make while in combat.
yeah. Alright. Well, Kage, looks like it's gonna be your turn.
Now, this time he's gonna try a bit of lightning.
Alrighty. That would still
Or-
be. Yep, that would still be same concept. Energy plus.
So a D8 and a D4.
Yeah, plus agility. Energy plus agility.
Okay. Okay. So let's say map here real quick. What is it?
Remember, add 10.
20?
Okay. Yeah, that definitely penetrates it. Wrong choice of words, but whatever.
Like,
I'm not sure if we should be talking about the penetration until Ripple leaves watch.
Very funny. Alright, so splitting the difference. Did you say it was 23?
20.
20, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be 3 points of damage as you raise your sword high in the air, and a bolt of lightning shoots out of it and zaps the clown car. As Bowser Jr. just goes like, and like you see his skeleton for like a second before the clown car is just smoldering. And as that happens, Bowser Jr. just like starts like wobbling like there we go. And then it
So
finally
I miss.
and then it finally like thunk, and it slams into the concrete.
Is he out now?
And like the big like gator just goes, "Boss?" He just walks up and just pokes Bowser Jr., who has like little swirlies in his eyes. Just
boss.
and then he wakes up and shakes his head. He goes, "Eh." And he puts the clown car up as it staggers to try and hover, and he just goes, "You big meanies!"
I tried to tell you didn't have to fight.
She has a point.
And the little creature just goes, "Now you listen here. I may be Bowser Jr., but but that doesn't mean anything that was beaten by you humans. I didn't lose, I just merely failed to win.
So, losing.
I failed to win, yes. You big... Just flicks something and he just says, "Get on, we're leaving." And the Gator and the Koopa just latch onto each, like, glove.
Feel free to come back and try again next time, dear.
Ate my scarf! And it just slowly starts, like, staggering, hovering up as it flies back to the airship. As all the airships turn around and start flying away.
Well, that was unusual.
Don't come back, you scaly pricks.
I'm just imagining in the background somewhere we hear da 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 da.
And as that finally happens, you hear a familiar voice just go, "Hey!" And Pit ends up landing right next to you all. And she goes, "You guys okay?"
Oh, huh.
We're just fine.
Mm-hmm.
We
Palutina's
actually,
gone.
sorry,
Now go on.
we actually just sent your problem packing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a whiny little fucker, though.
Pit kind of just laughs at that comment as Palutina is next and lands next to you all and just goes, "Wait, are you the reason Bowser Jr. left?"
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
I attempted to resolve it peacefully, but little dear didn't seem to want to hear it, so oh well.
His defeat came as quite the shock to him.
Badooch.
And suddenly, out of Palutina's hair, Villager pops out and just goes, "I saw everything! You guys rocked!"
Well, thank you.
And then Falco flies down as well and just goes, "Gee, we've been saved by the human brigade. How swell."
Oh, shut the fuck up, bird.
You're welcome.
Damn it.
You are quite welcome.
And that is that, and Haruka, he's just gonna look at everybody. He's gonna go, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a tsundere.
Falco just kind of gives him like a confused look.
Tsundere bird.
Ah.
Yeah. As that's happening, Manita hovers down and just goes, "Bowser Jr.'s forces have left the area. It would appear he has initialed a full fallback." Wait, why are these guys still here? Hang on. There you go.
What?
I just realized they were still there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Manita just goes, "All of Bowser Jr.'s forces have fallen back. It would appear we are victorious." And
Like golf clap from Magnolia.
no. And yeah, and Palutena just goes, "Well, you guys honestly did quite well for yourself. I'm surprised." And Robert just goes, "Well, we just did the best we could, ma'am," he says as he adjusts his glasses, Mega Ray style. And then Palutena gets like a serious look and just goes, "But I'm afraid we have something important to discuss."
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. For a moment there, I thought the image for Palutena you had was on a body pillow.
No, it's not, but that's funny. Oh boy, but yeah, let me transport you guys. Palutena, with her staff motions, just goes, "Come, we can talk in my office." And she leads you all back to the castle, up to the tippity top. in here.
Ooh, pretty.
Yes, as you enter, you can see her quote unquote office is a room made entirely out of crystal.
Whoa.
Oh, what a beautiful office you have.
It looks like you live in a disco ball.
And Palutena lets out a chuckle at Brock's comment and just goes, "What can I say? I like crystals."
Crystals are lovely.
And Villager just cartwheels in and goes, "Yes, they are."
What's that over there?
And Palutena gets serious again and nods and just goes, "What I have to show you, you can think of it as a crystal ball."
A big one, obviously.
Falco's just kind of leaning against the table away from you guys.
Like the edgy little shit he is.
And Palutena just goes, "It's time you all knew about the prophecy and more than likely why you're here."
Time for backstory.
Are we supposed to be able to move our characters right now? Because I can't move Magnolia.
Shit, sorry. Give me 1 second. I'll fix this next time.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I promise before the next game I'll fix that. I'll do the fix again. I'll do the thing.
Up in the crystal ball.
I'll do the thing.
Dang it, Magnolia, you're drunk. Get off the crystal ball.
You're home. You're home. Go drunk.
Okay, everyone should have character control now.
Okay,
Alright.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna approach over here. Stand by Robert.
Yeah. And Villager is gonna sit between Palutena and Magnolia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Magnolia will pat her on the head when she sits down.
She gives like a nice happy smile at that. And Palutena waves her giant staff over the crystal ball. She just goes, "Long ago, the world of Nintendo Land was a very sweet and prosperous place. We started off with only a handful of people. People like, of course, Mario, but even old sages like Pac-Man.
Goodness gracious, you.
I love the concept of Pac-Man being referred to as an old sage.
That
That cherry chopping dog muncher.
Now I'm just imagining Pac-Man with a big great beard.
Pac-Man Dolph.
Yes.
And with the
Pac-Man
freaking cane.
Yes.
Yes.
Double Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
yeah, no problem. It's funny. Anyway, Palutena just goes, "But pass." Pack. God damn it. Okay. Anyway, Palutena waves her staff over it as she says, "But later, as time went on, more and more people arrived. More and more races arrived, and you see like many different like game characters pop in. You can see the Inklings. You can see all the different Street Fighters. You can see Samus along with Metroids, like just all kinds of, just a giant collage of like characters from gaming.
We see Jack and Daxter, we see Ratchet and Clank, we see Sly Cooper, we see Kratos.
No,
I
they
see
they
Mewtwo.
live in the dark realm. You don't go there. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. But yeah,
Everything,
Sure, Dark Orders.
everything the light touches is our kingdom. What about over there? That's the Sony realm. We must never go there.
thank you, Jake. Anyway,
I'm sure Banjo and Kazooie are in there somewhere.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but you'll see. But anyway, He goes, however, there was also one being of particular note. And as the crystal ball darkens and turns into shadow, two big, piercing yellow eyes look at you all. And he goes,
Yeah.
all the evildoers that seek to bring harm and distrust to Nintendo Land have one source. She goes only by one name, the Goddess of Darkness.
Goddess of Darkness.
Is it the Dark Queen from Battletoads?
She just goes, no, but she did, in a sense, bring together and create all the villains you see before you. Ganondorf, Bowser, anyone you can name, they have her to thank.
King K. Rool, the Tiki Tac Tribe, the Snowmads, freaking Cacletta, Fawful.
Yes, I'm afraid
Ridley.
so. But many years ago, we were all united by one brave human who came to our world and left just as quickly. He went by the name Sakurai.
Saka, my baby.
No.
Damn it.
He was a brave man, united all of the heroes under one roof. And shortly afterwards, two others joined him in battle. One was really weird. He kept referring to himself as the Reginator.
Sorry, but that's kind of funny.
Just goes, and thankfully, with their help, we were able to defeat the Goddess of Darkness. And though her minions remained, we could handle them on our own individually, as they were scattered to the different realms. Unfortunately, and she waves her staff as a big dark cloud starts forming over all the different worlds. Says, I fear that with the attack of Bowser Jr., Bowser is not one to attack one of the main cities outside of the Mario Kingdom. I fear that the Goddess of Darkness has returned once again and is leading them against us.
If all the villains are united, it would pose a huge problem.
She goes, exactly.
Let me guess. So, how do we help?
And Palpatine makes the crystal ball disappear and stands around you all and just goes, I know it is a lot to ask of you humans, but though darkness is falling upon the land, the heroes of this world have not given up hope. And right now, you are all the hope they need, and they need it now more than ever.
Right.
And there's one way I know you can help. You see, and see forms a big symbol of pure, an energy ball, pure light, and just goes, each kingdom has a heart of pure light. It is what guards it from evils outside of their kingdom. We normally do not have it activated, as most of the main villains have no reason to leave the kingdoms. However, the kingdoms need protection. You must seek out these hearts and find the great hero of each kingdom and tell him to come back here to Nintendo Land. When they are all assembled, we will have the power needed to stop the Goddess of Darkness.
Avengers, assemble.
Yeah, really.
Son of a
Sorry, I had to.
That's fine.
It's all good.
You're not wrong.
And
wrong movie.
she just goes, so you must activate the hearts so the kingdoms can defend themselves while their hero leaves and assembles with us. The people need your help. Are you excited?
Excited, scared, confused. Why us?
And the village just goes, because you're humans. Humans always have extraordinary abilities.
Aren't you a human too?
No, I'm a villager.
What's the difference?
She goes, there's a big difference. That's not important, though.
Okay, fair enough.
What's important?
Okay.
What's important is that humans have always come to the aid of the kingdoms. Like Samus, Joe Valentine, Mega Man. They're still here, and they've come and helped us when we needed them.
I thought Mega Man is a robot.
Well, he started as a human.
It's
He did.
technically a cyborg.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
technically so. And Paladin just goes, I know it is a lot to ask of you, but I fear it would be some time until I could find any way to return you to your land. And we could really use your help right now.
Magnolia will pause and think for a moment and then look at the others and just say, I mean, if we're gonna be here for a while anyway, I don't see why we can't do a bit of good while we're here.
And Magnolia's right.
And Robert just goes, she's absolutely right. We've been given these powers, and I think we have a duty to do what we can to help these people.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the Eevee, and I give a really big grin. Well, someone's gonna have to take care of you.
The Eevee just goes, eh, and just nuzzles into you. And Palutena gives like a cute little giggle and holds her staff in the center. And she just goes, well, if you're in. And Robert is one of the first ones to reach his hand and put his hand over her staff. And he just looks at it all with a smile and gives like a knowing nod, like, come on.
Magnolia will pretty much immediately put her hand on the staff.
Uh-huh.
You bet.
Touch the stick. Touch the stick.
Touch the stick. Touch the stick.
Okay, that just sounded wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all,
Kinda
little.
that.
yeah,
A
you
little.
I'm retracting that.
It's fine. You all reach for the staff, and as you all do, villager pops up and plops her hand on there and goes and says, I'm coming with you guys.
Oh,
Are you our mascot now?
you don't have to go put yourself in danger like that, do you?
I'm not in danger. Besides, Isabel's covering for me as mayor, so I've got nothing to do at the moment.
All right.
And as you say that, a feathery hand is placed on there and goes, well, someone's got to stop you guys from getting killed.
But we were doing quite fine on our own, thank you.
But help is greatly appreciated.
And then finally, a little, like, glowing arrow is over them, and its pit just goes, it goes, the Palutena trusts you guys, then so do I.
Wait. Right, very well.
And you suddenly hear a mechanical voice just go, I shall accompany you too as your guide.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
She goes, however, I understand my monitor form might be a little jarring, so I built a new form that would allow me to leave the city. And as he says that, the door to Palutena's office opens, and you see a humanoid cyborg with a very cute blue and pink tank top and shorts, and blue hair, and pink gloves, and a little hat on. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
And see, like,
Well,
yeah. He walks.
that form certainly suits you.
And she goes, why, thank you. I chose a form that was similar to your humanoid designs. I hope I did well.
You did.
You look lovely, dear.
Alright. And Palutena gives a nice giggle and just goes, I hope you all do well, because I fear the forces of darkness are also assembling. And she goes, but I know you'll all do it. So do your best and reawaken the light of each kingdom. And
We'll do our best, madam.
with that, I imagine we're going to do like a zoom out as this plays. The Game Masters.
Nice.
And that concludes session 1.
Nice.
Yay!
Bruh.
I'm gonna head out though, okay, guys?
No problem.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Kage.
Bye.
I need to take a bit of a nap. I'm gonna get a bounce too.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. Me and Season
Good
have
night.
Yeah. No problem. Me and Season have stuff we gotta do too, so I'm gonna be heading out soon too.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. So before I leave, thank you all so much for sticking around for this. And I'm glad my players had a lot of fun with this.
Mhm.
And I hope you all had
Yeah.
fun. I hope you all had fun watching this, be it on the YouTube sphere or just right here. So I am the Watchful One saying get your game on. So, and I'll see you all next time I stream, which may be whenever. So, see ya.
Bye-bye.
By the way, we'll watch the TV still on.